never interested me
Yeah.
to sit and listen to all of them talk about this and that. So I was doing other things, and he knows much more about it than I do.
Sure, yeah, I would be the same way.
Let me think.
Her father had such an insight when they were dealing with all these pipe fitters. He was on the arbitration committee, and they would arbitrate on on contracts. And part of the contracts in arbitration were your hourly wage, but also lunch hours and rests and car fare. And that was all part of the cost that had to be figured into the jobs that they were doing. And it was really what they were doing, they had to calculate the cost of labor. That was the whole job. The people were trained, they knew how to weld. It was a welding business. And if you knew how to weld, that's kind of what you did. You put the pipes together and you connected them. But in order with the union, which were in a way adversarial to the management, because they would sit there and try to get each one to give a little bit here and there to make it better for the employees, the union workers, or for the management. And I remember my father-in-law saying to his contractors, the people that did the bidding, he would say, I have 3 years' salary for you in the bank. So what I want you to do is allow a 15% markup. And don't take the job unless you can get a 15% markup. Because there's so many potential flaws in every bid that we do, where we can suddenly discover
Yeah,
that what we thought was 15% is going to turn out to be 2%.
yeah.
Through one mistake or another, or the cost of material, or what have you. He said, but he's learned that if you mark it up 15%, that usually takes care of any unnecessary problems, unforeseen problems. And they had 3 years' salary, but they had that coming in no matter what. So that was his program.
Yeah.
I thought that was extremely wise. And
Yes.
when he would go to Florida, he would spend at least 20 minutes to an hour on the telephone with the office every day.
Wow.
And then he would go about his vacation, back to living. And one time, when we were living in this house, when we were first married, we couldn't get the house any warmer than 50 degrees. And that's really cold in a house, and this weather was like 20 degrees below zero, literally. One of the coldest winters we ever had here. And I called him up in Florida, and I said, Dad, and he was a pipe fitter and a plumbing and heating contractor, and he had built this house that we were living in. And I said, we can't get this home any warmer than 50 degrees. What did you do in the wintertime? And he answered me saying, I don't know, I never spent a winter in Chicago. Again, confirming a pretty bright guy.